Hey everyone, I wanted to answer this question that I often get about protein powders and which one is better, whey protein or plant-based protein. So first thing is first, protein powders should really just supplement your protein intake. It should not be your primary source or your staple source of protein. Food first, always. So here's my opinion. Over the years, I've experimented with a lot of brands, both plant-based and whey proteins. So what do I look for in either protein? Well, of course, high quality and high absorbency for maximum effectiveness. Grass-fed if it's whey, and organic if it's plant-based. However, there's a caveat to that, which we're going to get to in a minute. It's definitely got to be free of hormones, pesticides, non-GMO, and all that. None of those toxins. I don't want that. Definitely look for third-party testing and purity and nutrient level compliance. This is important. And this is where the issue comes up with a lot of plant proteins. I dug up some third-party testing on an organic plant-based protein that I was personally using for a while, which showed nutrient levels to be lower than the label, as well as heavy metal contamination. What? Organic, what? Well, heavy metal contamination is common in a lot of the plant-based ones, and it comes from toxins in the water, air, and soil. So here's my 2-minute breakdown on what to look for. Whey protein is superior for muscle repair and growth. Whey protein has better absorption, especially whey isolate. Whey isolate has much higher protein content compared to whey concentrate, and is usually more of a pure form and more absorbable. It's purer protein, more bang for the buck. Whey isolate is also 1% lactose or less, so good news for anyone with lactose intolerance issues. Some whey can be overly sweet. Then again, some plant-based proteins can be really awful. Plant-based proteins may be easier to digest depending on whether you're lactose intolerant and don't do well with dairy. Then in that case, maybe whey protein would not be your best option, unless it's whey isolate, like I said. However, some just don't tolerate dairy and have an allergy, and then I definitely wouldn't recommend whey. On the other hand, if your digestive health and your gut bacteria aren't really up to par due to a lack of eating vegetables and fiber in your diet, you may have some discomfort digesting certain plant proteins and fibers, which often happens. Also, I wonder how much nutrients are really left in those greens, in those powders sitting, on a shelf for so long, and that's lost in a lot of the various processing methods. So I opt to get my plants personally from my foods. At least that way I know what I'm getting. So which one do I prefer? I personally choose a whey protein isolate that I know is clean, third-party purity tested. It's ultra high absorbency for the most effective muscle growth. Also immune system recovery because it provides proteins called immunoglobulins, which are used to make antibodies. So it also provides immune support, not just muscle support. So I would show you the brand that I use, but I actually don't have it. I ran out. So I will drop a link to it in the comments. So message me with any questions. I love that you guys hit me up with messages. So until next time,